Long ago, in the land of Egypt, God's people were slaves.
Move it! Keep pace! Faster! Hold those blocks now!
And Pharaoh, the king of Egypt, was afraid. Israel's people are growing too many, he said. What if they become stronger than us? So Pharaoh made a very cruel law. Every baby boy born to the Israelites was to be killed.
Wait, the babies? They were going to be gone? Oh no, that's scary.
But God had a plan. One day, a baby boy was born to a Hebrew mother. She looked at him and thought, he's too precious to lose. So she hid him. For days, weeks.
How did she hide him? Did the baby cry?
Yes, babies cry, don't they? When she could hide him no longer, she trusted God with something very brave. She made a basket. She covered it with tar so it wouldn't sink, and she gently placed her baby inside. Then she set the basket in the river and prayed.
Do you think God heard her prayer?
You have to listen. The basket floated, past reeds, past water, until someone found it. Pharaoh's own daughter. She opened the basket and saw the crying baby. And something happened in her heart. She felt love. She felt compassion. Even though her father made a cruel law, she chose kindness.
Wow, she's so brave.
She named the baby Moses. And do you know what Moses means? Drawn out of the water. God didn't just save Moses from danger. He was preparing him for a purpose.
A baby? Really?
One day, this baby would grow up, and God would use him to save his people.
Even little people can do big things?
Yes. We heard about a brave mother and a tiny baby named Moses. She placed him in a basket and trusted God to protect him. But Moses was not alone. Nearby, watching quietly from the riverbank, was his big sister. Her name was Miriam. Miriam loved her baby brother very much, so she stayed close. Hidden among the tall reeds, she watched the basket float gently on the water.
She was protecting her baby brother. But wasn't she scared?
Yes, maybe she was scared, but she was also brave. So when Pharaoh's daughter and her servants came to the river, Miriam waited. Then Princess saw the basket. She opened it and saw baby Moses crying. That's when Miriam did something very bold. She stepped out from hiding and went to talk to the princess.
She talked to the princess?
Miriam said kindly.
Would you like me to find a mother who can take care of the baby?
The princess agreed. And do you know who Miriam brought? The baby's own mother. This way, she doesn't have to hide Moses anymore, and Pharaoh can't hurt him.
Wow, she's so smart.
Yes, she was. God's plan was working perfectly. Moses was safe. His mother could care for him and raise him to love the Lord. And Miriam helped make it happen. We met Miriam, the sister who waited. Because of her courage, baby Moses was saved. He was raised by his birth mother and taught to know the God of Israel. But after a few years, Moses was sent to the palace to live with his adoptive mother, Pharaoh's daughter. And so, Moses grew up in the palace, away from his small home and into Pharaoh's palace. He wore fine clothes. He learned important lessons. He lived like a prince. But deep inside, Moses knew something important. He was an Israelite, and he kept it a secret. Many years passed. The little boy Moses became a young man, and as he looked beyond the palace walls, he saw how the Hebrew people, his people, were treated. They worked very hard, carrying heavy loads, working under the hot sun.
Did he go out to help them?
No, he didn't, because Moses was afraid his true identity would be discovered. But even though Moses lived in comfort, his heart remembered his people. One day, Moses saw something that made his heart ache. He saw an Egyptian being very cruel to a Hebrew man. Moses acted in anger and used his strength to overpower the Egyptian. The next day, Moses went out again. He saw two Hebrew men fighting. He said to the one who started it, "Why are you fighting your brother?" But the man answered harshly,
Who made you ruler and judge over us? Have you come to hurt me like you did that Egyptian yesterday?
But he was just trying to help.
Yes, he was. But sometimes good intentions do not lead to good actions. When Moses realized his secret was no longer hidden, he was afraid Pharaoh would find him. So Moses ran away. Moses could no longer stay in the palace. He had to leave everything he knew and run far away into the quiet desert. Faith lesson. God protects us. God has a plan. And even when things look scary, He is still in control. God can use courage even in children. He protected Moses through his big sister Miriam. He honors faith, and He places the right people in the right place at the right time. When our emotions feel big, we must be careful how we act. Good intentions alone do not always lead to good choices. God teaches us to seek wisdom, not just strength. The palace was behind Moses now, but God was not done with him. In the silence of the desert, God was getting ready to speak. Until next time on Tiny Faith Tales.